Hello all you beautiful people, how are you doing here today? This is Susanna with the Enchanted Artistry Studio and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome, hi! So, I got something. Well, I got two things, but one's for one channel and one's for the other. I got something from the TikTok shop. I actually got three things. I have to be careful about how I turned it. I partially opened it because I ordered 3 of these. Okay, hold on. It's going to take a little bit longer. Okay, so apparently I'm going to have to open these individually, but I got 3 of the exact same things. They just, apparently they have them already bagged, and so, these are off the TikTok shop, and they are my new storage for my diamond art. See if I can get the third one open real quick. Now, these were really cheap, which is why I got 3 of them. These are supposed to be like the Elizabeth Ward storage, and I know Diamond Art Club also has some of it. So, it is called the bead storage unit, and yes, I know it's a knockoff version. However, there's a whole bunch of different ones, and they have the different sizes. I got the 42 set for all 3 because I figured I can mix and match them. I'm getting ready to kit up, and actually we might just do that here in the same video because I've been waiting on this to come. I am doing the what is it called, myth and something event on, well, I joined it on Facebook. I think that's the only place you can get it. So here we go. It has the nice little cover. Now, I don't have anything to compare this to either the Diamond Art Club one or the Elizabeth Ward actual system. But this is what I got. So it has 3 of the large ones, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the medium. And let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16 of the small size. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13 of the, like, extra small size. So, the reason, okay, so apparently, how do we open this? Well, this is going to be new. Oh, here, maybe? Okay, so we just open it here. Now, I don't have, like, the Elizabeth Ward funnel to put these in. But let me get all 3 out of these boxes, and we are going to kit up Dragon Riders that I am doing, like I said, for the event. Even though one of the boxes was messed up, that's why I wanted to open it right away. It looks like they're all okay. Let's see, this is the one where the box was messed up. So it's dented in here on the corner, and there's actually a little dent in here. So I just wanted to make sure it arrived okay. Just came today, so but oh, I don't know if I told you the price. These were like $10 a piece, which is why I bought this version, because I'm on a very strict budget. And even though these are the knockoff version, I'm hoping they'll work really well, and I'm really excited about the big ones. Because I know this one, the one I'm getting ready to kit up. So the reason I got 3 is because I'm going to try to kit up as much as I can all in one system. So we're going to have to see what sizes we need, but that way I can switch out. The nice thing about these storage, if you don't already have it, if you do, you probably already know. The nice thing is you can switch out and say, I need more of this size, I need more of this size. I can switch out these over to here. So like if I take one of these out, 2 of these will fit in its place. Okay, so they don't just slide over. It does have a little line there to keep them in the space that they're supposed to be in. So that's kind of great. But that way I can mix and match for my storage needs. And I know you can buy Pardon me. I know you can buy extra containers also. So it's probably something I'll be doing later once I see how many I need of each size. But the fact that there's different sizes is really great. All right, let me get the third one open. Let me get Dragon Rider stuff out, and let's start kitting it up. Okay, now if you haven't seen, I did an unboxing. It was on my other channel before I split it into diamond art on one channel and coloring and painting and everything else on another channel. But I will make a playlist so you can see the unboxing of this if you want to. This is from Jaded Gem Shop. But if you're not familiar, Dragon Riders is based off the Fourth Wing books, or the Empyrean series, as they're known. So these two, I won't spoil anything, but these two are the main characters, and as the name suggests, they're Dragon Riders. So, but we have a total of 68 colors in this, which is why I wanted to get a new storage system, because I don't have anything that holds 64 colors. So if we can't get it into one, we can do it into both, but we're just gonna figure out what size we need for each color. So we have 3 containers full of colors. So this one, I believe, is 2 different colors, 3 different colors maybe. So of course we have multiples of each one. So what we're going to do for these ones, like this is all one color. Let's see. This is all one color. So we're going to get this all separated. And so for the ones that have the most colors, which is 3379, that's 317, hold on. Yeah, that's all 3379, 844, and 3371. So let's get these separated into what colors they are so we can see. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this. All right. And the nice thing is these come in these really cool reusable baggies. So of course we're not going to use every single one of all the colors right now, but we're going to separate them right now into what colors they are. So let's see. That's one of our AB colors, or sorry, glitter colors. That's another one. So let's see. 3784. That one has a couple. Oh, got a pink one in there. So the way they do theirs is a little bit different. They have some smaller bags, but then they also have these really tiny bags. So far these are our most prominent colors, and then probably that one. 3857, let me make sure. No, those are 2 different colors. Oh, 3858. No, those are the same colors. So then that is probably the next prominent color. Alright, these look like they, oops, mostly individual. Oh, try not to drop anything. Alright, 3772, 37. Alright, so these so far are all different. Because it is possible to have some of these smaller ones along with some of the bigger ones. So, let's see. 3340, that's the same as that one. 3857. 3860. 3371. Alright, let me get these sorted into colors, and then we will start getting, I'm not sure if you want to watch all this part, so I will be right back once I get them all sorted into color piles. Okay, I know this is a bit of a mess, but here's all our special colors. We have this purple, these 2 crystal ones, an AB, another glitter one, glitter, and another AB. So those are all our special ones. So I think what we're going to do is, I kind of buried my sheet. Let me get out a washi tape. We're also going to put washi tape on it so they don't stick all the way. Okay, so we're going to do this a little bit differently than what I normally do because, let's see, with this color, I'm hoping it'll fit in here. But normally what I do is I put washi tape on all the different ones at the same time. This time, we're going to have to do it a little bit different. Okay, so we're going to view it on the sides. We're going to label the sides here. I know everybody has their own way of doing this. And this is G3822. So this is our last number 74 color. Might be a little bit wider than what I was anticipating, but that's okay. Yeah, so where it says how many it has in here, this one doesn't tell me. So let's start by getting all these smaller ones. As I drop that on the floor. I'm not sure how many, we're going to put the big one in and the small ones. Okay, for now we're just going to set it right there. We're going to open all the small ones first and pour this in. Oh, wait a minute. Are they very staticky? They don't look very staticky. I'm gonna need to get something. Hold on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I have a little dryer sheet here. And from the dryer sheet, I'm gonna put them in there. And that should eliminate all the static. Whoops. Oh, crap. And obviously, this is gonna take a while. So you have to let me know, do you like watching people kit stuff up? So you can see what we're working on. Not sure I like the smaller. Oh, crap. Well, this isn't going so great. Okay, so I moved it so it's just on here. So that way it's not falling in the compartments. So hopefully this should work out a little better. That way when they fall, they won't fall within the containers. Alright. I know it takes up a little bit longer to kit it up this way, but that way we won't have to deal with static. Ever since I started using the dryer sheets, it has helped quite a bit. I'm also working on a supernatural chibi one that I got from the TikTok shop, and it is actually working out quite well. I'm very excited about that. I might need I cut up my dryer sheets so that way I can fit them in a little container. The box smells so bad. And if you don't know, I have really bad migraines. Daily, actually. Chronic migraines. And smells are horrible. But since the dryer sheet trick works, I don't like static in my drills. But I had cut up pieces and left them in there. In the containers, and that did not work so well for me because then every time I opened the container, there was that smell. So, I had to take them out. You know, I just put a little bit in there, shook it up. Maybe that would actually be better. Okay, hold on. Let's try something else. I'm going to set that aside for a second. And I just have it in this little container. But I put it in here because the smell is horrible. But I have these. Okay, so maybe I'll just try to stick a few dryer sheets in little squares. I just cut them up in little squares. So maybe we'll try that. Maybe that'll be a little bit faster for us. Because that did work when I did it on my other ones. Let's try that. Because I had to do that for my Forever Young containers. Because they were bad. Like, they were so bad. Lost one. There we go. So there is a little bit of trash in there. But let's see. If we put that in there and shake them up. I don't know. That doesn't seem to be working as well. I think it'll work though. Yeah. So I wonder if there's something to hold this bag while I pour them in. Okay, do we think this last one, this is the last bag of this one. I think this is going to fit in here. Looks like it will. Oh, look at all that static. Okay, hold on. Let's put, maybe we'll put the last part of them in on here. For static, I've previously also tried the method where you blow on it. That one didn't work so well. It'll lick your finger and pick up your drills, right? All right, then we have fewer in here. Then, of course, it wants to stick to the dryer drill. All right, one down. One color down, 63 to go. All right. Okay, so for some of the next ones, I think we can use the smaller size. We just got to get the labels out. Let's see, because we got the 2 crystals. How much of this can you actually see? We got this one, this one. We got 2 crystals. Those are different colors. And then we got these small ones. Now this one, I'm not sure if it'll fit in the small one. It still might. I don't know, it's hard to tell. We'll see. Okay, so let's get out our labels and... Alright, so let me measure these. So about there. Now these ones may be a little bit harder to label on the side. But I definitely want to label them, maybe if we go across a little bit. Let's see if that'll work. All right, so let's see. AB 444. Oh, that's this one. Okay, so let's see if this one will fit in this tiny container. If not, we'll move it to one of the bigger ones. Okay, but that is this one. And the nice thing is, if this doesn't work, we can always move it. We can always move the whole washi tape to the new container, is what I was going to say. Alright, so we have 3 little packages, but because they're so little, I think they'll fit in here. And then this is what I'm using for my trash. I got it from Dollar Tree. It's so cute. I like cute little things. Alright, so yeah, see, I think 3 of those will fit in here. No problem. So how's everybody's week going? We've had a bit of a weird week. I don't know why. Maybe because the holiday on Monday. Just felt like the whole week was off. Because Monday was Memorial Day, because I'm recording this on Wednesday. We take care of my hubby's grandmother. She has dementia, and we used to take care of her, but I got sick a couple years ago, and ever since then she's been in a nursing home. Yeah, that worked perfect. So that was 3 of these little packages, and it looks like our dryer sheet's working really well. No static. All right, so we got that one. What's next on the AB402 is next on our list. So yeah, these little containers will work perfectly for this size. Pardon me. I don't know why I have 2 pairs of scissors out. So I'm just kind of folding it in a little bit right there. I guess technically I wouldn't need it there, but alright, so if I did it like that, actually I wonder if I do it like that. No, it's not going to be enough room to fold it over, so there we go. Alright, that will work. Okay, so 402. We got 2 small packets of this one. I was telling my hubby, not that you know, but we just took a break. Went to go see his grandma, and got a frappe from McDonald's, which is funny because we always pull up to the drive-through part. Oh, these 2 are still connected, but there we go. Got them disconnected real quick. But after we went to go see his grandma, because she has dementia, and so we go see her every day and make sure she has everything she needs and everything. But after he always takes a picture for his dad, because it's his mother. That way he knows that we're taking good care of her, and it's because we live closer to her than they do. But he went to take a picture today, and he said, well, I'm going to take a picture for your son. And she said, no. And shook her head. She was like, no, I look disgusting. I don't want to do that. I haven't decided how I'm going to kit them up in here, whether I'm going to put them in numeric order, but we'll decide that once we get them all in their places. So, all right, 6554 is the next one, which is this purple color. And again, that'll fit perfectly in this little one. But yeah, she always cracks me up. She's a hoot. She's the sweetest little lady. Absolutely sweetest. Love her to death. But yeah, she's pretty funny sometimes. So we took some pool noodles. She keeps hurting her leg. She has really thin skin, so she keeps hurting her leg on her wheelchair. So we took a pool noodle, and they helped us get it situated on her wheelchair, so she'll stop hitting her leg on it and hopefully stop getting skin tears and stuff from her wheelchair. we go. I saw one fly off. It was stuck to my dress. But yeah, so they helped us do that today. So that was nice. Very sweet of them. So hopefully that'll work and it'll help. So obviously we don't want her to get hurt as much as possible. Oh yeah, it's a good thing we're putting these in the dryer sheet. They're a little staticky. I don't know if I said this before, but not only is this my first Jaded Gem Shop kit that I'm going to be doing, I ordered 3 of them. Dragon Riders, Falling in Love, which is based off the Akatar book series, and Eevee Family. It's not called Eevee Family. It's Eevee, all the evolutions. It's called, what is it called? Family Portrait. Family Portrait. Wait, that was, yeah, G554. Okay. Forgot to put the label on. It's like, doing it all wrong. But they are the biggest kits I've ever had. The Eevee Family one, I got not the pixel charted one. I got the biggest size they had, and the non-pixel charted version. And it's pretty cute. Like, I really like it. But it's huge. So I unboxed it on my other channel. Again, I will put a playlist together. So if you ever want to see those. I unboxed all the Jaded Gem Shop ones, because I actually, even though I ordered one way back in March, because it was for my birthday, the Eevee Family. Family Portrait. That one was for my birthday. And then in April, I ordered Dragon Riders and Falling in Love. I didn't have any things added to this one. I bought them as is because they were ready to ship. And it was right before, all the tariff things happened. So thankfully I got those all 3 together. So that was nice. But, okay, hold on. 415. Okay, so this one. But yeah, I'd heard really good stuff from Jaded Gem Shop reviews from other people, so I'm very thrilled with it. The canvases look really good, and everything looks like it's gonna work out really nicely, but it's my first square kit. I've never done any squares, so... And it's weird, but these squares look so tiny compared to, like, I've seen people's videos of them putting them on the canvas. Oh, whoops. And these are so tiny, like, so tiny compared to, let's see, there we go. So tiny compared to what I've seen on other people's videos, so I don't know. I think the only ones I've seen people actually do were Diamond Art Club ones. I don't remember if I've seen any Jaded Gem Shop, so... But yeah, they're tinier than I thought they were going to be. But I'm excited because people always say the square ones look nicer when they're finished because they... Didn't want to let go of my finger. Because they butt up against each other, and so you see, like, sometimes even none of the canvas underneath, so... I'm excited. And what did I say? This one is 55 by 85 is the dimensions, and that's in centimeters. So yeah, it's a pretty big kit. I'm excited for it. All right, next we have G512. I don't know how I ended up with 2 scissors here, but okay. Whatever works. I don't know why I'm going over to the side. I guess I could do it a little bit smaller because it's not actually going over to the side. Nope, give it to me. There we go. If I do it right about, oops. Right about there, maybe. There we go. All right. I think kitting up is one of the times where you really, really have to pay attention. Because if you kit it up on the wrong labels or mess anything up, it's going to throw your whole thing off. So, but let's see, what else has been going on? I still have not finished the Empyrean book series, which is this one. I'm on the second one of, what is the second one? Fourth Wing? Wait, is that the second one? Oh, hold on. Okay, I realized I forgot to say the shop, so it's KCALEFV on TikTok. This is the one I bought. It was $10.82, and it's the 42 grid one. They also have the 48 grid, which is different sizes, and then they have the 48 grid and then 50 grid. But of course, with those, you're going to get more of the smaller ones. So, yeah. Okay, lost my train of thought. I know I was going to show you something. I forgot what I was going to show you. So you might have to remind me in the comments. Yeah. What is your favorite part of doing your kit? Do you like doing the kit up? Do you like actually doing the process of it? I love the whole thing. Like, kitting it up brings me joy, because then, you know, the anticipation of working on the kit. But also, you know, working on the kit is always really nice. But I think the absolute best part is when you get to the very last part of the kit. You know you're almost done. I dropped one. Where did I drop it? I have no idea. Well, we'll either find it later or else we won't. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. Oh, I know what I was going to look up. Oh, I know. Hold on. Okay, that's why I was grabbing my phone. Because I am reading it on the Kindle app on my phone. So yes, the one I'm reading right now is called Iron Flame. So I think the first one was Fourth Wing, then Iron Flame, and then afterwards is Onyx Storm. And I heard she's working on another one, so that'll be cool. Right now I'm reading on my Kindle. Well, I go back and forth. I have the Kindle app on my phone, but I actually have a Kindle. Really bad migraine days, I have to read on the Kindle because the glare and stuff from the phone, yeah, just doesn't work very well. So, all right, this one is C762, which is this beautiful little crystal one. There we go. That one right there. Little beauty. Yeah, I love working on this. But like I said, this is the biggest kit I've ever done. So, very excited. It's also the first event I've ever done. So this kit is going to be a lot of first for me. My first Jaded Gem Shop. My first square. And my first event, first square, first Jaded Gem Shop. I thought there was another first. What's the other first? Next we have C. So next we have this one. So even though it's a lot of first, it's really, really exciting. I haven't done a ton of diamond paintings yet anyway. It's also the first time I'm going to be working on multiple whips at a time. I just now thought of that. I'm currently working on Supernatural Chibi, which is a kit I got from TikTok Shop. It's in my TikTok haul videos. Or video, there's only one. But it's from the TV show Supernatural. It's really cute. So I'm about halfway done with that one. Yeah, first time I worked on multiple whips. Other than like, I think when I was doing Deadpool, I did like a small little Hobby Lobby one. A little unicorn in a frame. Super cute. But I did that one. But I mean, is that really considered multiple whips? Because it's a very, very like miniature, tiny kit, you know? So I don't know if that counts. Not that I've been doing diamond painting for a ton. I started a couple years ago. My hubby bought me some Amazon budget-friendly kits. And I didn't do it for a long time because I'm also a gamer. And so I love playing games. Well, when my migraine started happening, let's see, what was that? March of 23 is when I was actually diagnosed with the fact that they are migraines. But ever since then, it has been never-ending migraines. Never ending. I'm to the point where trying to get Botox but getting insurance to approve that is a pain. Insurance is like, no, we don't want to pay for that. Have you tried everything else? And yes, I have tried everything else. Nothing works. Okay, so I take that back. I had a muscle, this past week I went to the ER. Thought I was dying, you know, like usual. Well, okay, not usual for me because I'm not normally like that. All right, hold on. Before I continue with my story, let me find this color that I'm looking for. I should have put these in some kind of order. 3861. Hold on, let me find it. Found it, and I also found our next color too. So, all right. So, yeah, I had to go to the ER last week. Never fun. I always, I'm not the type to go lately. So, yeah. Anyway, I was dying. I have pain all the time. They think it's fibromyalgia because we've kind of ruled everything else out. So that's what the consensus is this week. Might change. But, so anyway, that's just to tell you, I'm used to pain, right? But I was having this really like sharp stabbing pain in my lower back. And I have a lot of pain in my lower back, like daily. So for me to go to the hospital because it was bad, let me just tell you, it was bad. Like, even with my migraines, I'm usually on a pain scale of 5 every single day. It's horrible. I would not wish it on my worst enemy. But, so initially they thought I had a kidney stone. And, all the tests and everything came back fine. So, I had a huge lump, apparently, in my lower back. And he was like, oh yeah, it's just muscle spasm. And I was like, are you kidding me? That's a muscle spasm? Well, it was apparently a really, really bad one. It's been there for a while. And so after multiple attempts at different medicines, muscle relaxers, pain relievers, and everything, they finally got it to be where it wasn't so bad. And so sent me home with pain medicine, all that and everything. But let me tell you, after the initial one, because I was like, there's no way this muscle spasm, like, this is bad. This is worse than, I've ever had. And, no, it was just muscle spasm. I was just that tense and everything. So then I was on muscle relaxers and painkillers. But the painkillers actually helped with my migraine. And I'd had them once before because I had cancer back in 2022, December 2022, and I had to have a full stomach surgery and everything to get rid of it because it's not the kind that responds to chemo or anything. Neuroendocrine cancer. But I'm fine now, no big deal. But the only other time I was on it was way back then. And that is the only thing that gets rid of my migraines. I think it's just because it's a stronger pain medicine. But of course, it's very addictive, so they can't keep me on it. I get it. I wouldn't want to be addicted to something like that. But that's the only thing I've found that actually gets rid of my migraines. Or just makes me sleep, So, this past week, other than, you know, taking a muscle relaxer and pain reliever at the same time made me go nighty-night. But other than that, nothing else has been helping. Well, I used to do a whole bunch of games, and then I had to, because of my migraines, I couldn't do any kind of flashing. I couldn't do anything high motion. My migraines also give me vertigo really bad. Oh, man, these are staticky. So then I went down from playing regular games, a lot of survival games with my hubby, to playing cozy games, because then it took the stress of the gaming away, you know, made it more cozy and something I could handle. All this just to tell you that I can't even do that anymore. I can little scales. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think these all fit in here. But I also ended up with gout on my thumb, along with tendonitis on my wrist. And during that time, I came back to diamond painting. See, circle around. You gotta hear the whole story. I promise it's not a poor me. And I rediscovered my love of diamond painting. And so, the static on these, oh my goodness. Not the drills themselves, the packaging afterwards. I don't know if it's because I'm touching the dryer sheet or what, but anyway, all that to circle back and say, so then I couldn't be on my computer because I had a brace on. And so anytime I was on the computer, it kept hitting the spacebar. So during that time, I took out my diamond kits that my hubby bought me a couple years ago after I had my cancer, and I wasn't allowed to do a lot at the time. So I got them back out because, you know, couldn't really do much else, but I'm right-handed, so I could use my right hand to diamond paint. So I got them back out and started working on them and fell back in love with it and discovered it's something I can do even when my migraine's really bad, which is a lot. Which is something gaming doesn't allow me to do. When my migraines are really bad, I can't do a lot of gaming. It just, unfortunately, doesn't work, even with cozy games that are mostly relaxing, because it also makes me forget things because I've had them for so long. Apparently, it's just a neurological thing. Side effect of migraines or anybody in chronic pain. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not telling you any of this to be poor me. I'm telling you this to be... I discovered something that makes me really happy. That just popped out of there. And that is diamond painting. Well, diamond painting and coloring. I initially started this out on one channel and did all the diamond painting and coloring on one channel, but the coloring kind of took off more than diamond painting. And I really want to do both. And I'm one of those people that I find it really hard to have a hobby without being productive. I know. My hubby yells at me all the time. He's like, I don't understand why you think you have to be doing something. It's just the way I am. I've always been that way. So, plus I want to share my love of doing this with other people. I'm not the best, but I do have YouTube experience. My gaming channel, I've been doing for over 10 years. And it was not with an easy decision that I decided to stop doing that. Pardon me. All right, let's find our next two colors. Let me find them. I'll be right back. Okay, got our next three. And I don't think these are going to fit in these little tiny ones. So this one is 3858, and it has 2 big packages and 3 small ones. And then we have 3857, has 4 of the bigger packages. And 3856, which has 3 of these smaller packages. So, let me see here. Obviously, it's not going to fit in the small one. Trying to decide. Yeah, I don't think it's going to fit in that one either. So, are we going to go for this size, or are we gonna go for one of the big mini gem outs? Because then we have this size. Decisions. Okay, so I want to try to keep this to 1 if I can. And with several of them being in the smaller ones, I still don't know if that's going to be possible. But the more of the bigger ones we use, the more we're going to spill over to a second one. Okay, so this one's going to require a bigger one. This one's going to require a bigger one. So is that one. So that's 3, 4, 5. So we're going to have at least 5 big ones anyway. All right. Are these two the same size? Yes. Okay, so let's try this size. I'm going to put the smaller ones in first. Where'd my washi tape go? But I've recently joined a lot of groups on Facebook. That's actually how I found out about this event. And I think a lot of people, whether it's sorry, words sometimes come really hard for me. Like I said, migraines. Whether it's, you know, for mental reasons, for health reasons, for whatever reason, I've come to find out that a lot of people are in my boat. You know, nothing special. But a lot of people find doing something like this helps them. Because to be honest, if my husband wasn't here, he takes care of me a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. It's not just the migraines. I have several other things wrong with me, unfortunately. But because of that, he takes care of me quite a bit. Which also makes me sad because, you know, when you do your vows, and don't get me wrong, we've been married for 24 years. So we've been through a lot. Good, the bad, the ugly. We've stuck through it. We decided, you know, we're the only ones that are going to understand each other, which is absolutely true. And honestly, we're very codependent. So I don't know what I would do without him. But I didn't expect him to be taking care of me this much either. So I'm very grateful for him, but I also am very sad that I'm to the point where he has to take care of me. You know, we get it. It's not somewhere we ever imagined to be. I'm only 45, so it's not like I'm getting up there. But from what it sounds like, you know, at least with my migraines and some of the other stuff, there is no cure. So and my migraines cause vertigo, plus I have IBS. Like I said, I have gout now. And they're thinking my pain is fibromyalgia, which also has no cure. But also, you know, could change later because fibromyalgia is a diagnosis of ruling everything else out. And on top of that, I am perimenopausal, so yay! All the fun stuff. But diamond art brings me a lot of joy. Ooh, now I'm wondering. Okay, well, these are going to be a lot, though. Kind of wondering if I could have fit in a smaller one, but I don't think so. Anyway, just all this to say, I am so grateful I found diamond art again and coloring. Like I said, the reason I changed my other channel and moved my diamond art to this channel is because the other channel was becoming overtaken by the coloring. Not a bad thing, you know. Just everybody was enjoying the coloring more than the diamond art. And I felt diamond art should get its own hurrah, if you will. Its own spotlight, I guess. come on, get off my nail. Bad thing is, it's almost shaded as my nail polish. And my nails, if they ever look horrible, I'm sorry, I do them myself. I'm on a very tight budget, so I choose to do my own nails, even if they look horrible. Because I choose my money on my hobbies, which is diamond art and coloring. The other thing is, my hubby had already bought me for coloring the Ohuhu alcohol markers a couple years ago. Because, you know, like I said, for a while after my surgery from cancer, I couldn't do a lot, so I colored a lot then. And then diamond art. And then when I was able to do more, I was like, ew, no, I don't want to do that. Because, you know, when you have to do something for a while, you kind of get hung up on it, and I associated it with, you know, being sick and everything. And now I'm all the way back around to it. But for a good reason. For a good reason. So, I would love to hear people's stories of why they started. I also started watching... Okay, so I wonder... Do I want to try... Does that look like that would fit in here? I'm gonna try. Pardon me. Diamonds down, diamonds down. Well, they kind of went everywhere. Okay, so yes, it does fit in here. Well, good to know. These actually hold quite a bit. I'm very happy I got these. And like I said, mine were like $11 a piece. I don't remember if I paid shipping or not. And TikTok's weird after you purchase something. Well, I don't know if that's the way it is with everybody, but my stuff doesn't show up anymore, so I can't tell you, like, if I paid shipping or what. But for $11 for each of these cases, definitely worth it. Alright, we're almost done. Now, this one obviously is not going to fit in this one. But if we have two smaller cases... Oh, crap. Uh-oh. And I gotta move my label over. But if we have two smaller cases... Sorry, I mean two of these, plus, what was there, 3 of the smaller ones? If we have those, it will fit in this size, which is awesome. There we go. Alright, beautiful. Move those down. Put that there. There we go. Okay, so that means this one will probably have to fit in here. If it fits in there. Oops, hold on. Got another diamond. There we go. Definitely want to keep all of them as much as possible. Okay, so next one. So anyway, that's been my week. Fun. But I am definitely feeling better, so that's always good. Alright. Let's see if we're going to be able... Let's see how many we can fit in one of these larger containers. Because I'm trying to save... See, I have this size, and then I have this size, which is probably double that size. But I'm trying to keep these really big ones for these large amounts up here. And of course, we don't have to put all of it in here we'll do what we can. But I kind of want to test them out and see how much they'll fit too. That's why I wanted to kit it up right away. I was waiting to kit this up because the event starts June 1st. What is the name of the event? Hold on. It's Myths and Fantasy. Hold on. Okay, it is called Myths and Stars Diamond Painting Event. It's a diamond painting event for mythology and zodiacs. It's June. They started this June 2024. So this is their second year of doing it. So I think I need to de-static my hands. Might have done too many here. Oh, we got a couple spilling at the back. Oh, that was nice. Only a couple here. There we go. All right, first one in. I think it'll hold all these. Do you think it'll hold all these? I think so. I think so. Oh, apparently I didn't open the whole thing. But yeah, I do buy some budget kits too. I just bought a whole bunch off TikTok shop. But I tried to make sure that they weren't any like stolen images or anything. Oh, only lost a couple. There we go. So I always lick my finger to pick up the extras. And one time I did that and I still had one. I licked my finger again and got a diamond. Got one of the drills stuck in my mouth. It was hilarious. But anyway, once you start searching diamond painting, then I found I started watching some people while I was sick and had the cast on my thumb and couldn't be on the computer. I started watching Ashley from Messy Girl Crafts and Kate from Emeralds and Washi. And so that's how I found out about Diamond Art Club and about, you know, ordering your stuff from places where they're not stealing people's art, which I had never actually thought about. Oh, we lost quite a few that time. So then I started looking at their stuff. And then I didn't see anybody do one, but then I found out one of them did a Jaded Gem Shop haul. And so I went and looked at her stuff. And I fell in love with Evie. I keep calling it Evie Family. It's Family Portrait. So I fell in love with that one because huge Pokemon fan. Uh-oh. Huge Pokemon fan. Absolutely love Pokemon. Actually collect some Pokemon cards. I have a whole bunch of unopened ones, but Eevee is my favorite and all her evolutions. So when I saw that one, I was like, oh my god, I need that one. So my hubby asked me what I wanted this year for my birthday, and he said, okay. I'd been hinting at a couple things, and he was like, okay, those are expensive. You can only have one. And I was like, Evie, I want the Evie Family Portrait. So that's what he got me. But then he surprised me, and he also bought me a walking pad. So that was sweet because, you know, we used to go on walks all the time with the dog, and take her on walks 3 times a day. Look, it all fit in one. Yay! I dropped one though. Where I felt it hit my knee. Hold on, let me find it. I don't know. I think that one's lost to the oblivion. Alright, another one done. Next we have 3, 8, 5, 6. And again, I think this one. Okay, wait a minute. The other one fit. Ooh, I don't know. The other one was only 2 plus some smaller ones. So do I think this will fit in here? I really don't think so. I think if there's 3 big ones, I don't think it'll fit in the small. So we're going to go with this one. And then, of course, I do a lot of reading. I've always been a big reader. And for Christmas this year, my hubby bought me the Kindle. Because with my migraines, it's hard to read a regular book. Sometimes my vision blurs more when the migraines are worse. And so with the Kindle, I can adjust the font and turn the font up. So he got me that in Kindle Unlimited. So that way, that is not what I use to read with, which is great. It takes up less space than the books. But I already had the Sarah J. Maas. Which one did I have? Because before I knew about the migraines and being worse, before I had my Kindle, I went to a Target sale and everybody had been talking about the Sarah J. Maas books. So I don't think I started with, I started with Court of Thorn and Roses. So I got that one and a couple other books, which I don't even remember which ones I got right now. But I got those at Target, and then that's when I found out that some days I can't read very well, depending on how bad the migraine is. Which sucks. It just varies day to day. Like, I have no way of knowing. I just wake up and, oh, well, today's gonna be a bad day. But that's why he bought me the Kindle. But since then, I've read the Court of Thorn and Roses series and the what is it called? Throne of Glass series, I think is what it's called. I always call it the Assassin series. But also by Sarah J. Maas. And then I was going to start reading the Crescent City series because I actually have the first book of the Crescent City. But Book Talk was going on and on and on about the Fourth Wing series, Empyrean cities. I forget I think it's Empyrean City series is the actual name, but they were going on and on about that, and a new book was getting ready to come out, which is already out now, the Onyx Storm one. So I started reading that, and then I started diamond painting again, along with my games. So I didn't have time to read. Well, I mean, we always have time to read, right? I just chose to be playing games or spending time with my hubby. So I am still, all that to say, I am still on the second book, and I've been stuck on the second book for a while. Not because it's not great. It is fantastic. But sometimes I reserve my reading days for the really, really bad migraine days. When I can't stand to be around any kind of lights or anything. And so I have a dark room that has blackout curtains, and I have a recliner. Did I say I'm spoiled? I'm a little spoiled, okay? No, my hubby takes really good care of me. He's the best. Okay, so see, now I'm wondering, would that fit in one of these? I don't know. We're gonna try it. Trying to do what I can. But right now we've been watching or rewatching Chuck. And if you know, you know. Okay, if this closes, then this is gonna fit in here just great. And then I have a sit-stand desk. That's what both my desk and my gaming desk. I have a gaming desk, and this is my art desk. So sometimes I even stand in diamond paint, which is nice. Because I have a problem exercising some days. Days my vertigo is really bad. Well, what do you know? Oh, wait a minute. Is it going to close though? Hold up. Oh, it does. Okay, so 3 will fit in this size. I am surprised by that. Cool. All right, let me find the next ones and I'll be right back. Okay, I found our other ones, but apparently I missed these 2 small ones for 3857. Okay. Had to move some stuff around. Yeah, I told my husband, because he still live streams games and stuff on YouTube. And so he streams both morning and afternoon, but 2 different channels. A little bit of trash on that one. Not bad though. So he was going to be streaming for a couple hours, and I was like, well, he goes, what do you want to do after dinner? I said, well, it depends on how long it's going to take me to get this up. And he goes, wait, I'm going to be live for at least 2 hours. Are you telling me that you might not be done by then? And trying to explain to him, because he doesn't like a lot of art stuff like I do. So, he's not interested in diamond painting, which is fine. We each have our own hobbies. And he goes, wait, are you saying it could take you that long to get this up? And I said, well, I have a new system. I don't know how big everything fits in. And since I'm recording it, and I'm trying to do the dryer sheet thing ahead of time, and he goes, so you actually think it might take you that long? And I was like, yeah, it very well might. And he was like, wow, okay, well, because a lot of times after dinner we will sit together, and that's when we watch some. It usually depends on how I'm feeling. Evenings are not the best for me, so a lot of evenings we'll sit and watch something. But yeah, we're rewatching Chuck, the Chuck series right now on, what is it on? Amazon Prime. I think that's the only thing. We kind of got rid of the other stuff just because there's nothing we're watching on them right now. So we did have Hulu, and what else did we have? We had Hulu and Paramount Plus. Some kind of bundle deal. I don't know. My hubby takes care of all that. But we were like, you know what? We're just not watching that right now. So let's we have Amazon Prime because it offers obviously the Prime shipping, but also it offers free games every month and videos to watch with anytime you have Amazon Prime. So, and Chuck just happens to be on Prime. So we're rewatching that right now. Love it. But with my migraines, I can't watch anything. I can't watch a lot of action movies. So most of the episodes we're on season 4 right now. And it seems like the flashes on there are more lately. So he laughs at me because I have to not only close my eyes, but sometimes when they're really bad, I have to like fully cover my eyes because, you can see a little bit through your eyelids. And so I have to fully cover my eyes and turn away so I can't see any of the flashing. But I love the show so much that it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So sometimes I can only hear it, but that's okay. But anyway, my as far as what I'm reading, I also heard some people listen to their audiobooks while they're diamond painting. And usually I watch, that's when I watch my YouTube videos. It's usually while I'm diamond painting or coloring. Because with coloring, I usually just have music on and you don't hear any sound. And sometimes when I'm diamond painting too. I record it all because I like to do a sped up version of doing the whole thing. Not a lot of people are doing that. I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know if it'll be big or anybody will like it, but I like it. So I watch a lot of other diamond painters and people coloring and stuff. I just found a Lizette, I think, did one on her favorite diamond painters. So I was going to go follow all them, so that way a couple of them I'm already following. But like she has a video, it has like 80 people on there. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've never even heard of half these people, so yay. I have new stuff to watch now. All right, that is all of that one. 3834. All right, so next we have 3825. We have a big package and a small package, but again, that should fit in here. Well, actually with the big package, I don't know if it will. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna see. So let me get, no, actually before I do that, let's just try it first. Before I put the label on. That's actually how I found out about the trick for the dryer sheets. I want to say it was Ashley from Messy Girl Crafts. I think she's the one that said about how to do this. Uh-oh. They're going all over the place. I haven't even picked it up yet. But yeah, so I really enjoy watching people and seeing how to do things. Especially from people that have been doing it for years. Like Kate from Diamonds and Washi. Can you believe she's been doing it? What did she say the other day? I think it's her 10th anniversary. And then come to find out, Diamond Art Club is they're having their 7th anniversary. So Kate's been doing that longer than they've even had their company going. Who's excited about the anniversary event? Like I said, I'm on a budget. I don't work. Because of everything that I have going on, I can't work. And unfortunately, I also don't get disability, even though I probably would qualify for it. Because, well, my hubby and I own a small business. But if you know, about taxes and stuff, we just have it under an LLC, so my husband's the owner of it. Oh, crap. It just popped off, but it landed on my chair, so it's okay. So it was always easier for him to own it, but we told the accountant, past how many ever years we've been going to the same accountant to do our taxes. We do our bookkeeping, but he does our taxes for us. And so we told him, to split the income between both of us because we both work the business. It's under my husband's name, so he's the one that technically owns it. Well, come to find out, he didn't tell us that because it's an LLC, all the income's been going under my husband's name. So for Social Security purposes, I have not done anything in quite a long time because we've owned our business for, gosh, 10 years. Yeah, something like 10 years. So that's fun. I think these next two will fit in these small ones. So yeah, according to the government, I have not been working. I think there was one thing I did. You know, I make some money off YouTube, but not a ton, because I was doing gaming stuff before. Not a ton, you know. Supports my hobbies, pays for my games, now pays for my, you know, diamond art. But yeah, I don't have enough work credit to even apply for disability, which sucks. And also sucks because then it puts the whole burden on my husband. But it's something we're working through. So, all that to say, any money, obviously I just started these channels, they're not monetized or anything, but any money I eventually make off of them is to pay for medical bills and my hobby, so diamond art. All right, 3823. We have a really small one, and then we have a big one for this one. And since we know from the last one, this should fit in here. So I've been joining a lot of groups and trying to find, you know, lives and stuff where I can watch people do diamond art and get to know some of the diamond art community. Because there's some kits that I will never do. Not a huge landscaping person, although my hubby did buy me a kit of landscaping ones off Amazon. They're okay. They're just not my favorite. Now there is one. My husband and I, like we call it our movie, is What Dreams May Come. It had, who did it have in it? Robin Williams and, oh, I can't think of the female actress. But anyway, it's a really good movie. It's been out for a really long time. But there's this iconic tree in it that the woman paints. And, like, no spoilers or anything, but it's iconic to the movie, right? And so one of the landscaping ones he got me, it was a whole set, but one of them that was in there, the reason he bought it for me is because it had this iconic pink tree that was up on the hill. And so that one I will do, but I'm not, like, it has to have enough in the landscape for me to want to do it. There we go. That one's done. But that one I would do because, you know, representative of something that we love together. Not really a spoiler, but if you haven't seen the movie, basically something happens and something else happens, and so try not to spoil too much. But it's been out for quite a while, so basically he's willing to go to hell to find her and bring her back. That is a tiny, tiny amount. Look at that. So that's kind of how we feel about each other, you know. I don't think, honestly, with everything I'm going through right now, I don't think I could honestly make it without my husband, because it's a lot. It's a lot. Let's find the next ones. 3799. Okay, so that is our big Mama Jamma. That is one of our main killers here. So what we're going to do, this is what I'm saving these big ones for. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this as much as we can in here, and the rest of it we're going to put back in these bags. And because I keep mine separately from the thing, I wrote on here Dragon Riders, even though it actually has the SKU number for it. All right, so we're gonna like I said, it's one of the reasons I have a hard time gaming, even with cozy games. My brain does not work properly, and I cannot think of proper words and stuff sometimes. So you'll have to excuse me because I say some crazy things sometimes. Okay, so how many did we get in the other one? Okay, we know, what was it? 3 would fit in the smaller one. So let's try maybe 5, 6. So 3, 4. We're gonna go for 5. And we'll see how many big ones we can fit in here. All right. Had to pause and take a drink. So because I actually started as a gaming YouTube person, I probably record a little bit differently than some of the other people. And you'll probably notice on my videos, I've been trying multiple things as far as camera, because, well, I started this while I was still doing my gaming channel. I'm kind of taking a hiatus from it right now. I don't know if I'll go back. We'll just have to see. Kind of just depends on what I'm able to do. But I use Facecam on my gaming one, and I haven't yet on my art one. But I do have my other channels linked, so you can go check those out. Like, I'm not hiding myself or anything. And I told people I was leaving gaming, and I have my gaming ones linked to my art ones, you know. Told them what I was doing and everything. And I'll probably do some games, just not the capacity where I used to. I used to live stream every day and everything. Until I couldn't, and it got to a point where... Oh, hold on. That didn't open all the way. There we go. You know, being consistent on YouTube is very, very important. And it got to the point where I couldn't do that because I was always taken off because my migraines or other health issues were making it to where it was a day where I couldn't live stream. I didn't feel well enough. But with this is something I can record videos and I can work on it even if I'm not live streaming. And so that's one of the main differences. Okay, so what is that, 2? Yeah, because we got 5. Yeah, I think we might be able to get 6, 7 in there. We'll see. Excuse me. I am not opening these all the way for some reason. So anyway, I probably do my YouTube recording a little bit differently than everybody else. And if you ever wanted me to make a video on it, I could do it. But I use my iPad, not to record this. Right now I'm using my Sony, what is it? Sony A6. Sony A6, yeah. That's what I'm using to record right now, and then I'm running it through my computer. I also have an iPad. I haven't tried the iPad for recording, but I've also tried, I have a Samsung Galaxy S4. I think it's a 4. I don't know. It's not the newest one. It's a couple years old. I don't know. Anyway, so I've tried recording on my camera. I mean, my phone. And then, of course, right now I'm recording off my Sony. Why is this not opening all the way? So I've been trying different things, both with diamond art and with my coloring, different camera angles and stuff. But I use my iPad. There's an app called Touch Portal, and there's these systems that have like buttons. What are they called? Like stream decks. And you can program all these buttons in there and stuff. Well, those are a little bit expensive, so we found a cheaper version is an app called Touch Portal that you can put on your iPad and has the same capabilities. I use OBS to record, which is free, so that's nice. And that is the same thing I use to record my games on. And so the Touch Portal, what it does is it connects to the OBS that you have on your computer, and you can set up buttons to like pause and stuff. Oh, I'm gonna have to be careful. There's two up here. There we go. They fell out. So I'm thankfully, I don't like doing a lot of video editing. I will do some video editing, and I actually have for my coloring and diamond art stuff. But to cut down on some of my time, because I'm not very fast at video editing, to cut down on some of that, I use my Touch Portal, and when I have to go do something, I just pause it. And so that comes in really handy. Okay, so that was 5. We can probably fit at least another 3 in there. Okay, so 6, 7. We're gonna try 8 and see how that does. So it makes it really nice whether I have to stop and take a drink, pick up a spelled drill, any of that. I'm also going to be doing some live streams. I haven't figured out what day. And again, some of those, as much as I will try to be consistent, some of those might be canceled. I will try not to, but that's the problem I was having with my gaming channel. Is the migraines. It's kind of unpredictable. But I will do what I can. But I've been trying to see what other people are doing, what days, because I don't want to step on anybody's toes that's established and, you know, take over if they have established streaming days. Which I know Kate, Diamonds and Washi, she doesn't live stream. Except for certain occasions, like apparently like Black Friday and stuff. So I wouldn't be stepping on her toes doing any weekly live stream. Nothing special, just thinking about doing like a live whip and chat or something. But because I started a new channel for it, I have to wait. I think today, the day I'm recording this, is actually the day that I can go live. Because, you know, with YouTube, you have to verify stuff. They don't let just anybody go live. And anytime, even if you already have an established channel, anytime you start a new channel, you have to re-verify everything, which is good. I think that's pretty smart of them. But so I had to set that up on the new channel. Since I split the coloring and diamond art to different channels. This is taking quite a while. It's already been an hour and a half. I told my hubby it was going to take quite a while. And we are not anywhere close to being done. Yeah, I told him how many colors it was, and he was like, okay, and I don't understand what that means. I was like, okay, well, I did Deadpool. First of all, it wasn't as big as this one. This is the biggest kit I've ever done. Second of all, it had 15 colors. And then the one I'm doing now, I think I'm going to leave it there. There's a little bit of room at the top, but I think that's plenty. So we're going to put that in there. And then the extras, I'm going to put back in this first bag. So any extras we're going to put in here that we don't get up. All right. Well, there's that one. 4 to 7. All right. I was like, I'm missing a container. All right, so 3787, which is this one up here. Oh, oops. Oh no, it's another 3371. Wasn't that? Three. We already did that one. No. 337. Okay, that one's here. So good. We haven't done that one. All right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would definitely fit in one of the big containers. Okay, so that one only has 2. So if I do, let's see, this one in a big container, and this one in a big container, then these two are the next biggest that we have. So these two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it has 6. What did we do? We put 8 in there. I wonder if 6 would fit in here. Let's find out. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Kind of what I've been doing. I feel blessed that my hubby sets aside my money, so I'm able to do this. Well, to be fair, I used to be spending a lot of money on games, and right now I'm not really spending a lot of money on games. Instead, I'm spending money on this, and if you know anything about gaming, sometimes those are very, very expensive. We back some games on Kickstarter, and actually we just backed one. It used to be called Farm Folks, and now it's called Automanomica, I think. So that one, the Kickstarter just finished up, so back to that one. So I'm still doing some games. And I do get some keys from developers and stuff too, thankfully. So I'll still be doing games. It's just probably won't be doing a lot of live streaming like what I was doing before. So if you like games, you know, my channels are linked if you want to check that out. If you just like art and you just like this kind of thing, that's cool too. If you also like coloring, I have a coloring channel. Those are always linked. I gotta check out. I'm pretty sure I linked him on this new channel. Now I'm second guessing myself though. Okay, 3787. Okay. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I was like, it's just my brain. Let's see. Do I have anything else to talk about? I don't know. like I've kind of talked about everything. So this kind of a kidding up, get to know me kind of thing. This is my journey. This is what I've been doing. That's where I'm at. I know it's a lot of answers and stuff, but you know, got a lot of time to talk while we're getting this up. All right. Also, I don't know if the rest of this, since I'm kind of thinking out of stuff to talk about. I do have a dog. We have a German Shepherd. Her name's Mara. Based off a, you probably guessed it, game character. One of my favorite game franchises, Borderlands. It's a looter shooter game, if you've not heard of it. But it has like a cartoony style vibe to it. It's adorable. Like the characters even have like comic style lines drawn on them. It's amazing. I love it. But it's a really good game. And so the new one's getting ready to come out. And I'm very sad because I will probably not get to play it. Because unless all of a sudden they get Botox, insurance finally approves Botox for my migraines. And it works. Because right now nothing's working. So unless that happens, I will not be playing it. Because that will definitely kill me. And of course by kill me I mean, you know, kill my head. Oh, that one we spelled a lot. Good old lick your finger. I don't know if we're gonna fit both of these in there. Might have to leave one out, which is fine. There's no reason we have to put all them in yet. Obviously, we're not going to be able to on the bigger ones anyway. Whoops, there's one left. On all the drills we can get. So the nice thing is, while kitting this up, I have not seen a ton of trash. And I've been looking at the drills and doesn't look, I don't see a ton of trash on the drills themselves. You know what I mean? Extra side pieces, that kind of thing. Yeah, we're not going to be able to kit up the other one in here, but that's okay. Okay, so when you go to close these, you have to make sure the little side pouch has plenty of room there. Whoops. Still got one spilling out. Alrighty. Okay, so this one will go in our package there of extras that we're not putting up right now. Alright, next is 3779. That's 771. Oh. That's 77. Okay. 3779. Okay, hold on. There's 3740. 779. Alright, let me get the rest of the 377s. Be right back. Alright, got the next couple lined up. I think. I think for now I'm going to take a couple of these signs out. Because I think we're going to put some more smaller ones in here. Like I said, if we can get it shifting these around, if we can get these all kitted up in one container, that'd be great. If we have more than one, that's fine. Okay, so I took that many. But there is quite a bit of little containers. So for now, I'm going to put these in here. Which is one of the reasons that this storage system is just absolutely genius. All right, so we have a whole bunch of these little ones. I made that one way too big, but that's okay. More to be beautiful. All right. Seven, 7, 9. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. 7, 7, 9. Our numbers all match. You know what I don't know though? Like it has a little number to the bottom. What does that mean? Does anybody know? If you know, I would love for you to tell me. Yeah. You know what I might do is put on a little bit of music for the rest of this. Like I said, I don't really have anything else to talk about. Eventually I'm going to have a face cam set up, so that way at least while I do live streams, you can see my face. I have nothing against that. Like I said, I did it all the time with gaming. But yeah, I don't think I have any extra goodies to share. All right. And then, like I said, we're probably going to rearrange the storage. Probably going to put them in numerical order. But it also depends on how they fit. Like, if you know what I mean. Let me show you. You know, because we have the larger ones and then the medium size. So once we see what we have of everything, then we'll get that situated. But what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to keep kitting this up. I don't know. I can't decide if I want to put music with it or not. I would love to know your guys' preference. This is a new thing for me, like I said, since I previously did a whole bunch of games. Kind of learning what like the going thing is, or what people like. Like, do you like music when I'm kitting up the rest of this? Do you like hearing the sounds? You know, the ASMR sound of me pouring the drills and all that good stuff. Oh, little piece of trash on this one. Right there. Little piece. Not a ton. But for the rest of this one, just going to finish putting these all together, and I'm going to add a little bit of music to it. So thank you for watching. And if you've made it this far, put a dragon emoji in the comments, and thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. And if you haven't, which most of you probably haven't because this is a brand new channel, but if you haven't and you would like to see more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, hitting that like button really helps me out. Lets YouTube know that you like this and more people would like this. So thank you. It's free to do. I appreciate it. All right. Well, for the rest of this, enjoy the music, and I will come back at the very end, and yeah. So I'm going to be silent for a little bit while we finish this up. Okay, this is the final version. I'll cut it up. As you can see, I did not get it all in one container, but that's okay. If I had more of these small ones, I actually could have probably. Well, yeah, because a lot of these. No, still probably not. But that's okay. We got it in 2 of them, and it is all done. And I'm gonna put these in here with it. I'm actually probably gonna put it in with this one, like so. And then put our 2 lids on. Come on, snap into place. There we go. And this one, there we go. All right. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you. If you made it this far, till the very end, not only put the dragon emoji from the halfway mark, but put a diamond if you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. If you have any tips or comments or anything, leave them down below. And thank you. I will see you next time. Till then, this is Susanna with the Enchanted Artistry Studio. Thank you. Bye.